If you are planning to build a mobile app in 2026, you need to watch this video. In this video, I'm going to be going through part 2 of my series where I'm taking an idea that I came up with to build an app and showing you the whole process on how I found the idea, the name, the logo, building the app, what tech stack and softwares I use, then launching the app to the App Store and then marketing the app as well, and then giving this app away for free at the end to a user. This guide's going to be packed full of information showing you exactly what tools I use, how I prompt these tools, and then how I use these tools to actually build the app, test the app on the computer on iOS simulator and also on your iPhone as you build the app as well. Putting it into TestFlight, getting test users, and then marketing the app so you can make money with your mobile app in 2026. Stick around because in the video I'm also going to share some secret up my sleeve tools to help you plan and build your apps a lot better so you stop wasting time running into bugs and building apps that just basically don't work as well. Let's jump into this video. Right guys, we are back in to Loom, ready for this second part of the series. So as you can remember, last time we started building the app, not actually building it, but we come up with the idea. So we called it Tripfolio, and it was an app that essentially allows you to track and booking all of your travel activities or part of your itinerary and your excursions, if you will, for travel trips that you've got coming up. So we decided on that. We called it Tripfolio, and then we decided on a couple of features as well. So I have this doc here that I made. So we got Tripfolio, an app which provides people's activities where they go traveling. The features will be they can add activities or excursions to their board with locations, descriptions, time and date, and then it will also send a few reminders as well to the user. Now obviously I made a couple of more features. So activity board, obviously location, description, date and time, smart reminders, tick off list to take special things they might need, like items, prep, or tickets and all that kind of stuff as well to scan or whatever. Trip overview card showing total activities like the dashboard, days remaining and next activity. One memory photo per activity, so maybe they can take it before or afterwards just to snap something there and then, which is pretty cool. I like that idea a lot actually. And then offline access to view trips and activities without the internet. Costs, we come up with $3.99 per month. Might change it to $5, don't know yet. People are traveling, they're on a budget, you know what I mean? So, or $99 for the year, which I think is a pretty good deal. Get it for the whole year. Now I quickly made a logo after I made my series part 1, so the video before this, just on Canva. I just got some icons and some pretty cool text. Chose the red color. I thought it looked good for Tripfolio. I think it would look good in the dashboard as well. So that's sort of the logo I'm just going to go with for now. Might change it in the future or when I give this away, then yeah. So that's another thing as well. If you are wanting to win this app, because I'm actually giving it away at the end of this series, then I'm going to tell you exactly how to do that a bit later on in the video, so watch out for that. I'll make it very clear on how you can win this. So after I done that, obviously I used Vibebase. If you haven't heard of Vibebase, it's your all-in-one platform to plan your app, plan your features, figure out what tech stack to use, what tools to use, what features to put in, how to build it, your back-end features you're going to need for your app, for your specific idea as well. So as you can see, I'm on the whiteboard right now in Vibebase, and I put in my Tripfolio name, I put in the description and the features over here, as you can see, and it built out this lovely whiteboard, which is a complete plan of my app, telling me, okay, I need these features would be good, why I should build a mobile app instead of a web app or something. Then if I'm going to build a mobile app, what do I build it with? Cursor, Supabase is giving me the tech stack I need to actually build this as well, so I haven't got to go and research, is Base 44 better than Bolt or whatever is bullshit, right? So it's giving me that. Back-end features I need, you know, depending on the core features I do for my users, and then obviously a phase building process after that on like project setup, core features, polishing UI, testing, launching, all that kind of stuff as well. And then it also in Vibebase has a whole course library teaching you exactly how to set up these tools, how to use the tech stack, and then actually how to build an app, a web app, or a software, or a SaaS example, for example, with any tool you want, right? So it's a whole course integrated in this tool to teach you everything you need, everything from RevenueCat to Stripe to App Store submissions to marketing, like literally everything. And then what it will do is then tell you what course videos you need to follow. So you don't have to watch all of them. It just says watch these ones. It can take you to the view courses page, and then at the end it will give you a prompt for Cursor, right? So if you don't have Vibebase, you really should get it. It's not expensive at all. The link is in the description. This is going to help you actually build your app. The amount of apps I built and I never finished, or they failed, or I missed so many things out. I did not know what I was doing. You don't need to go through that anymore. You don't need to sit there and be confused and not know what to do when it comes to building your app or your web app. Use Vibebase and you have everything you need. There's live calls, there's community and support in there as well. So if you do get stuck on anything, but you won't, but if you did, then they have the support and the live calls in the community which will help you in there as well. So it's literally like a no-brainer to get, and it's super cheap, and it's going to fucking help you. And they've got updates coming soon with integrations and Cursor, Lovable, all that kind of stuff as well. I'm not going to go anymore. If you need it, if you don't have it, you're going to fail. The link is in the description at the top. Let's move on. So it's going to give you a Cursor prompt, like I said, and obviously at the end of last video I did this, and then I said I'm going to start building the app. So what I'm going to do now is start building the app. Now I'd already set up Cursor, as you can see here. I don't want to make myself smaller. So I actually went and already set up Cursor. Again, if you don't know how to set up Cursor, again, everything's in Vibebase if you need it. So that's what I did just for Vibebase. So I set up Cursor, and I used the Vibebase Cursor AI prompt after I'd set up my context file and all my files and stuff to copy this prompt, and then I just put it into Cursor, and then it just built me this first sort of mock-up of the app. And then I downloaded iOS Simulator, so when I'm building the app I haven't got to use Expo Go on my phone as well. Alright, so I don't want to show you guys, me building like the whole app like outright. Like it's going to take a while, but I want to show you some prompts, doing some things. So I had a like draft put up for me from Cursor, but what I did is I went over to the Intraneto and I just googled travel app UI, and I wanted to see kind of what apps had different types of UIs, different templates and stuff. And I was looking through, as what I recommend you guys do, just look through and just find one that you like. So I picked on this one. It's from Dribbble. If you don't know Dribbble, then it's like a template site. So I got this sort of template / example here, and I put it into Cursor. Now what you can also do is use something like Canva to make mock-ups. It takes a bit of time, but you can get that done. You can also get someone from 99 Designs or Fiverr to actually make your designs for you, or you could do something like, I think it's called Typeform, on the Mac as well, but I'm not 100% sure if it's called Typeform. I believe it is. Freeform. That's it, Freeform. Not Typeform, Freeform. So I want to have a look at this. I want to see, try to move it like where I can sort of see it. So I'm going to make myself smaller, actually. That's what I want to do. You guys can still see me here, and then you can obviously see my prompt over here. I just want you guys to see the app, right? So that looks good, but what I'm going to say is let's have a look. So then you got trips, and you got profile, dashboard. That just looked different a minute ago.
Oh, there you go. I've got to interact with it like that. Have a look. Okay, cool. So let's say get rid of the red bar at the top, comma, and put trip folio in the middle. At the top. Now, a couple of tips when it comes to prompting with cursor. Be concise. Sometimes your conciseness is going to be, let's wipe this, is going to be better than others. So sometimes some prompts can be better than others, but try and keep it concise. Try and keep it obvious and detailed, but don't write too much. Right? You don't want your prompts being any longer than probably 4 to 5 lines, unless you need to put detail on how you want something to work. But if you set up Cursor correctly and you use Opus or Sonnet 4.5, which are cloud code models from Anthropic, then you're going to be fine. So now it's not working. I think I was just should be fine now. Should work. You want to be concise and make sure you are pinpointing certain things. You don't say, right, change this and that and this and that. Give it 5 or 6 changes in one thing. It could probably do it, depending on what model you use as well. But at the same time, it's it can mess something else up. You know what I mean? And also, when it comes to building apps, obviously, your app should be relatively simple with relatively simple, features. Then you kind of want to focus on certain things at certain times. So we just prompted that there to change it. As you can see here, it looks good now. Changes, in person. I just want to go back and I just want to have a look at this. At this one, and they've got quite nice animations on it. And so what I might say is I want a background, right? So I want a background on the app. Let's get rid of that. So here and here, I want a background that's very slightly a venture type, really faint. So let's see how it goes. I'm using Sonnet 4.5. It should look good. Sometimes certain things can take a couple of prompts as well. It's not always instant. You have to remember that as well. So let's say make it so. It's kind of my go-to starting sentence. So make it so the background of the app is let's say make it so the background of the app is a very light, so basically very little opacity. It's very light image of a travel background. Now I could go make this background myself, but one, I don't really want to. It's just a bit long. And 2, it's always cool to see what the AI actually does come up with. In terms of certain things, how you want to see it does. And kind of, because you don't know where it's getting its stuff from. So sometimes it can look really good, sometimes it can look really ass. So let's turn that back on. There's some light on there. So obviously it's just reading it here. It's adding a subtle dream thing background with a very low opacity. So it's sort of doing it now. We have an error here. It wants to run a command. So let's run that. For the gradient, so we run that. I usually just click run when things come up on Cursor. Again, if you want to learn to use Cursor, Vibebase, link in the description. You can get a 14-day free trial, so it's completely free to use. And if you sign up to Vibebase, then you actually win the chance you actually have the chance of winning this app, which I'm going to be giving away to Vibebase users only. That does include if you're in the 14-day free trial as well. So sign up, because the less people that sign up, and the quicker I pick, then the more chance you have of winning this app, and you get to use Vibebase as well. So like I said, 14-day free trial. Check the top link in the description. You will not regret it. So it's saying it's got this background, but I can't really see it. Now I imagine as well coloured circles. I mean, look, I can't see nothing. I can't see nothing on here. Okay, I want to go back, and because there's something I saw. There was like this. This is what I was looking for. This is what I saw. Something like that, or like, what's this? Yeah, like I want a cool background like this, then like with the things over it, right? So what I want to do is I want to screenshot one of them, but I don't know. I'm going to select like with the screenshot, so I don't want to capture selected portion. Let's have a look. Yeah, I want to selected portion. So let's go like something like this. I think like, oh, what's going on here? So it's on Mac. You can get screen clipping on Windows, which is easier. So I'm gonna capture that. I'm gonna quickly come back over to here, stick that in. I'm gonna put use a image like this for the background with very low opacity, so it doesn't disturb the dashboard interface. Don't worry about spellings as well, because cursor knows. Very low opacity, so it doesn't disturb the dashboard interface, but is still visible to give a cool travel vibe. Now this might look really bad, even after I do it. It may look really, really good. So we're just gonna have to find out. But I mean, apart from like it doing the background, explore destinations, I'll probably get rid of that because I want them to add their own. But like you can have locations in there. You just put your location in yourself. Maybe you can tag like Google Map links and stuff like that. Upcoming trips, so add a trip. I want to test that after this background to see exactly what that process is to add a trip, like what kind of information is it letting the user put in. And when you're building apps as well, it's really important to remember, like, try and think like the user, right? Like if you was going traveling using this app, try and make it so like you know, how would you use the app? Like, you know, what would you want to be able to put in? You know, what would you want it to look like, and how would it be for you? So now let's just click reload the app. Let's fade into a blue bottom. Okay, it's not taking the image that I want. Yeah, it's not taking the image that I want. It's just giving a colour for it. So I'm going to try one more thing. I'm going to put make it an image, not just colour, but keep opacity low. Some models can do some sort of image generation, some can't. So I built some things with Lovable before, where essentially it's like giving me AI generated videos that it's actually done for me as well. But it's just the reality of building apps. Sometimes things work, sometimes don't. A lot of people who show you how to build an app on YouTube probably leave this shit out and make it seem like it's perfect, and it's like, you know, free prompt chump, you know what I mean? But it's not, right? It's not. You know, it's going to take me a while to build this. I mean, you could build it in a few days, like, of course. But obviously at the same time I'm filming this to show you guys how to do these things, and I can't show you everything, hence why a lot of this stuff is in Vibe Base, because I can put it in there and you guys can actually see it as well. So I'll reload it one more time. I don't think it's going to do anything though. No, it's okay. But what I can do is make my own background using cursor. Yeah, to use your own image, save travel image to assets folder, change source line to source. The image is barely visible, 8%, but gives us subtle travel vibe you wanted. But it's not on there, so I haven't added it, but that's fine. We're going to do a couple more things. We're going to check the add trip button. So now I'm going to say, we're going to focus on the features. That's what we're going to do. We're going to forget the UI. The UI is pretty easy. We're going to do this. So we're going to put, okay, make it so when a user clicks add trip, then yeah, so it's saying trips, and then in your trips you can put activities. Yeah, so make sure when a user clicks add trip, it creates, make it so when a user clicks add trip, it creates a trip folder on the no, make it so when a user clicks add trip, it allows them to type in the country location and then upload a cover photo, so a folder is created and displayed. If you notice the words I'm using, like put on, it's not put on the dashboard, it's created and displayed on the dashboard. And the vibe and the goal for this here is when they come on, I'm going to get rid of this explore destinations thing, but it's going to put like upcoming trips, and it'll say like how many days to your trip. So for example, if you're going to, you know, France on, I mean, what's the date today? The 8th of January, let's say you're going to go on the 10th, it's going to say like, okay, 2 days, and you can click on it, and then it goes into your trips, and then it'll go, right, okay, like activities, and it's going to have all your activities here and what you're doing, and it's going to set reminders for your activities and stuff like that as well. Then I'm going to change profile, I think, and put a little profile icon in the top right hand corner on each page, and I'm going to put this and call this like photo booth, and it's going to basically store the photos for essentially like let's say you're water rafting and you're with your friend, and then you like click like at location, or your reminder comes up, it's like quick take a photo, and then you quickly snap a photo, and you guys are in your wetsuit gear, like, you know, idiots, your helmets on, or you're all wet, or you know, it could be after the trip as well, and then that's like a memory, it's like a memory that's put in as well, and then you can just see like past activities you've done, photo booth, and then you can just save them and then put them to camera roll as well. So model opens up a form. I don't know if I need to reload this. Yeah, look, so that's cool. So location, country, create trip. So let's just put like, I'm going to put Thailand, Koh Samui. I'm not going to put that, so it's going to trip, added successfully. So now it's my trips, so that looks pretty good. I like that. I just want to get rid of this. Good, cool. Now get rid of the explore destinations on the homepage. So I'm going to do this last prompt, show you guys this one, and then I'm going to work on the app for a bit, maybe a couple of hours, see how long it takes me, see where I get to, and then maybe I'll show you some more, maybe I'll do the profile section, so you guys sort of know a couple of things to add in, and get into the whole photo booth and core features things. I want to show you guys building the core features, which I think is super important. So it's going to be quite a long video, but it's definitely worth watching as well. So look, Kushti, done that, so now it's just you go on and it's just my trips. Bosh, nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and work on the app for a bit, and jump back on to show you guys, obviously, this. Okay, now I want to show you how to put in your backend. So with your backend, you're probably going to end up using Supabase, right? So in order to install Supabase, what I would do is just basically type in now. Let's set up the backend needed using Supabase. That's probably going to tell you, like, go to Supabase, sign up, create a project, and then you maybe link a key, or it can link it for you, or whatever. But you know, when you're setting up your your backend at first, you'll set it up, and then as I continue to build features out, if I want to add features, remove them, or change them, depending on what that feature is going to do for the end user, then you sort of set your backend up now, and then you set the features, and then like the SQL tables, the authentication, and then like the backend logs and all that kind of stuff as you're building, right? Okay, because it's going to say right now, basically it's going to just give you code. It's going to say go to Supabase and then put this in your SQL editor, and it's going to basically build that table. It's going to build that image bucket or whatever it is. So I'm going to go ahead and we're just going to run this prompt now. Let's set up the backend needed using Supabase. And in the meantime, this is what I'm working on for the backend, the background, as I was speaking about. And then also I've just gone ahead and created a new Tripfolio Supabase. So here it's going to say submod, and we're going to wait for this to run. Right now, as you can see, the Cursor AI Coder agent, Sonnet, has basically said, right, next steps to connect. So it's done all the files created that we needed, and now it's saying, right, okay, set up Supabase 5 minutes, do that, make your Tripfolio, get your URL and adding key from the settings and stuff. Then it says open in the copy and paste from database simple, blah, blah, blah. Create storage bucket, new bucket name, trip photos, make it public. So what I'm going to do is basically just do these first two. So I'm just going to go and get the URL and the adding key from settings as well. So I'm just going to do that. Alright, now, so it's run. Oh, where's my mic? So it's now run the prompt and the code. So it's connected to Supabase. Now what we have to do is come here. We have to click copy to clipboard here. And we're going to go to set up our databases. So we're going to go to Supabase SQL editor, new query, and then paste it into the SQL. As I'll show you what that exactly looks like. So you're just going to go to here, you're going to click SQL editor, and then we're just going to paste this in here like that. And then, so let's put it all in here. And it's also put row level security, which is super important building apps, softwares, and all that kind of stuff. Is the basic security you guys need so you don't basically get fucking hacked. So as you can click run, running, success, no rows returned, which essentially means that you've run the code in the SQL editor and it's basically successfully done it and there's no problems with it, which is all good. So now that's all set up, we go back over here, keyboard double. It's done. Your app will be fully connected to trips and positioned, so the app should reload in your simulator with a full database functionality. So failed to load trips, that's fine. Now what we're going to do is just basically, as you can see here, there's no trips planned yet. But I want to, so I'm in Node still, which is fine. So I just want to reload. Just reloading the app. Reloading apps. Should have reloaded it by now. Just going to put in some rubbish ones. Successfully added. Let's do another one. Successfully added, which is awesome. Looking good. Now I'm going to work on a few more bits. I'm going to pretty much finish the app, I'm going to say. I'll show you a few more bits. Actually, no. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to finish the app. I'm going to finish the app because obviously I don't want this series to be too long. Again, I can't show you guys everything. So I'm going to finish the app until I'm happy with it. And then we are going to look into launching. We're going to test it, test flight, and we're going to launch it as well. Remember, this is part 2. This is part 3 coming in as well. There'll probably even be a part 4 for the marketing, all that kind of stuff. What's up, people? So
I'm in Thailand now, so there's going to be some delay on this video, but I've pretty much finished the app. I've got the loading screen all done, so when the user opens up the app, it's loaded nicely. I've got the authentication page done, sign in with Apple, username, password. I've got the onboarding set. I've done the paywall, set up Revenue Cat, and changed this a little bit. So you've got the gallery, the trips, and the dashboard. You can add new trips, telling you when your next trip is, activities, how many trips you got, etc. When you go in here, you can add activities. You can see that here. And then the camera icon will show up when a activity is due, and then the user can actually go ahead and select the camera icon, take a photo to remember the memory of them when they're traveling for that activity on that trip. And then it goes over to the gallery and it's saved with a tag to say what activity it was, and then obviously where were they on the trip, were they in Thailand or in fucking Cambodia. So that's all done. I'm going to go ahead and submit it to test flight, just to make sure everything works. Testing is the most important thing after you build the actual product itself. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to test that. I've already put it on test flight twice, but obviously then I had to make some changes, and then now I'm pretty sure it's all good. So I'm going to test all of that. Paywall, onboarding, authentication, taking pictures, saving it in the gallery, all of it. And yeah, and then make some more changes if I need to. And then the next video is obviously going to be on the whole marketing side of things as well. So I'm going to start marketing it. And like I said, if you want the chance to win this app fully how it is, you own it, you can market it, any money it makes, it goes to you. It's going to be your app. Then all you have to do is sign up to Vibebase. Vibebase, obviously, what I was talking about earlier. Link is in the description. It's an amazing platform and tool if you're vibe coding, making your own SaaS web apps or software as well. So go ahead, click the link, join up, and then you'll be in the draw for a chance to win this app. I'll see you boys on the next video.